What's up, guys? Good morning. What's happening? Coming at you live. East Coast, Dirty Jersey, super cold, 18 degrees, brisk and windy this morning. Where you guys checking in from? Good morning. What's happening? Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the shares. Make sure you're swiping and sharing, guys. I think this little game changer right here, this little bit of a game changer for your goals for 2018 could make a mega shift in how productive you are for 2018. This little change that I'm about to share with you actually took our business, probably doubled our business in the last 2 years. This little shift in how we focus on our yearly goals. Folks, if you're making goals for your business, if you're making goals for your personal, I don't care how you're setting them, right? If you're setting goals, first of all, you're in the top 5%. If you're writing your goals down, I want to clarify this right now. If you're writing your goals down and you're setting yourself goals, you're already in the top 5%. So if you're listening to this, you're watching this, I don't care if it's replay or live, what's going on, make sure you check in. Tell me where you guys are coming from, are watching from, right? First of all. So first of all, let's just set everybody apart. If you're watching this and you're writing your goals down, you're in the top 5%. If you're watching this and you're not writing your goals down, folks, you got to start wondering to yourself why. You got to start saying to yourself, like, hey, this is because, right? The fact is, you're psyching yourself out, right? You're saying to yourself, why do I need to write my goals down? I'm telling you guys, I mentor and I coach a lot of people in a lot of different businesses. It's the sheer fact that people write their shit down. Writing it down, and you're listening to this right now, do yourself and myself a favor and start writing your goals down, first and foremost. Now, if you're doing it on a yearly basis, I'm going to encourage you right now to stop. I'm going to give you a quick tip that changed our business philosophy, changed the way we did business, changed the direction that we headed in, and I hope this is going to help you as well. Start thinking on your business quarterly. Forget about a year, right? The problem is when we do 1 year business goals, our bodies and our brains are not set up to set 1 year business targets, okay? Now, you can have a vision for 1 year. You can have a vision for 3 or 5 years. That's different than goals, guys, okay? A difference here. You can take your vision and you can break it down into chunks, right? But our goals are where we actually want to accomplish, the things we need to accomplish to get to that vision. So, I want you to break your goals down into quarterly. Now, we call these quarterly goals rocks. You can call them whatever you want. There's no reason that we call them anything different. We just like to call them rocks because we like to tackle rocks, right? Now, what do we do with these rocks? We make sure that on a business level, now again, if you're self-employed, you have a high-paying job, you have a small team, this works for you the same way it works for big business. I don't care if you have 3 employees, 1 employee, 0 employees, 25 employees, okay? The fact is, what I'm about to teach you right now works on all levels of scale. Again, I mentor people on all levels of scale, so this is going to pertain to you no matter where you're at in your business, okay? Stop looking at yearly goals, start looking at quarterly goals. When you set these quarterly goals, make sure they are 8 or less. 8 goals or less. Now this hurts a lot of people in our groups. When we get together and we do the roundtable events, they fight me on this. If you're watching the video, I don't have time to fight with you right now. So you're just going to have to trust me, okay? A lot of people say, how can I possibly break my business down to 8 goals or less? I have a team of 25. Folks, I'm talking high level, bigger problems. A lot of times, we don't make the money that we want to make because we're not focused on big enough problems, okay? If that doesn't sink in right now, that's okay. I want it to sink into you later. You don't have the money you want because you're not focused on big enough problems, okay? If your goals are not focused on the same level of the money you want to make, your problems are not big enough. 8 goals per quarter, per company. Your company level goals need to be bigger. If you have too many goals, it's because they're probably not big enough. Or they're probably not problems that are big enough that you need to solve, okay? So we want to keep it at 8 or less. Why do we want to keep it at 8 or less? And this is why it's so important, okay? If you concentrate on 3 or less, you have almost 100% probability. Now, this is where focus comes into factor, guys. If you concentrate on 3 or less problems in your entire company, and your entire company is focused 100% on 3 or less issues, goals, rocks, problems, right? What are goals, guys? Goals are problems, right? Goals are issues that we're trying to solve. Are they not? Right? They are issues, they are problems we're trying to solve, right? 3 or less, you will have nearly a 100% likelihood, if your entire team is laser focused on 3 issues, 100% likelihood in 90 days that you can solve those 3 problems, right? 8 or less, you're going to have almost an 80% likelihood of solving those 8 or less problems. Guys, if you find value in what I'm telling you right now, please share. Facebook, share it on Facebook, share it on Scope, share it wherever you're allowed on Twitter. Invite your friends to listen to this and watch this. I give this content out for free because I want to help business owners grow and better their business. That's the only reason I'm doing this, okay? 8 or less, thank you, Brian. 8 or less, you have an 80% likelihood of accomplishing those goals. 8 or less, 80% likelihood, okay? So we want to hit that target between 3 and 8 rocks where our team has an 80% likelihood of accomplishing the solve of those issues, okay? What's up, Rashad? Good morning. 8 or more, this is where it gets good. 8 or more, studies have shown your team cannot focus on 8 or more problems, guys. 8 or more problems, our brains are not capable of focusing on 8 or more problems. This is why if you have 8 or more things on your to-do list, you're likely to not do shit, okay? If you give your team 8 or more things to do, 30% chance, 30, that they will accomplish any of them, okay? It drops off a cliff after 8 goals are set. This is why we have to keep it at 8 or less. 8 or less, 80% chance you'll accomplish these goals. Now, we want to compact them into a quarter, right? And then the super secret sauce is you have 12 weeks in a quarter. So the next level is to delegate those 8 tasks to different departments or different people on your team and have them break down into weekly. How do I break down that thing into bite-sized pieces? I have this problem I got to solve. I have 12 weeks to solve it. How am I going to solve this thing in 12 weeks, right? Now, if your team is set up for success, they'll get a little piece of that thing broken off every single week for 12 weeks, and you'll wake up on the back end of a quarter with 8 big problems solved and ready to move forward into the next quarter. Folks, if you want a 2018 that is successful, you will break your problems down into quarters. If you start out with a yearly goal of big problems that I want to solve in a list this long, I can guarantee you that January of 2019, you will be just as disappointed as you are in January of 2018. So, I hope this video had some value for you. If you're a business owner and you're listening to this and you know in your gut that this is the shit that you need to get better at, you need to private message me now. You need to send me a message and tell me what's going on in your business. I need to know where you're at, what you're focused on, what the next level looks like for you, how you plan on getting there. Folks, I mentor business owners from here to there. If you're a 5, I can get you to a 9. If you're a 2, I can't talk to you. I know that rhymes. I'm not a rapper. I just came up with that shit just now. I can't help you if you can't be helped. But if you know in your heart that you're here and you need that bump, you need that little extra help to get to here, then I'm your guy, right? I do events called roundtables. That's where CEOs, business owners, self-employed sit around an event space, talk to other self-employed, figure out how to solve these high-level issues, just like the one that I just gave you. We spend much more time talking about this stuff than I just did in the last 10 minutes. But the fact of the matter is, these guys and girls leave that business meeting and they grow their businesses sometimes by 25, 35, 45% in 30 days. I want you to look at what you made in 2017. If you made 600 grand, what does a 40% bump look like for you? If you made 300 grand, what does a 40% bump look like for you? If you made $1 million, what does a 40% bump look like for you? Guys, I've had that level of success at every one of those levels from business owners spending time in a room with other business owners. So I want you to private message me right now, and I want to talk about where you're at in your business and where you hope to accomplish for 2018, where you want to get to, and how you want to get there. So I appreciate you watching. I hope you found value in this. Make sure you take action on the knowledge, because that's the only difference between the watchers and the doers is action. Go get it, guys. Happy Monday to you. Appreciate you.